Go
Yes,
ahead. Go ahead.
I help my, uh, okay, I help my sister. She moved back into the house with us. So we're all a big happy family again. That's a blessing right there. And just really just pushing forward towards my dreams and goals, and like looking to see a bright future.
Well, that's good news, man. Because that's what it's about, being there for one another, man. Not just about
Right.
being for yourself and raising your own, game
How you
plan up,
doing?
but it's
My name
about.
is Dylan Bryant.
I'm sorry. What's your name again, and where you calling from?
I'm
Thanks,
calling from
it, man.
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Dylan Bryant.
Okay. Well, welcome to the call, brother. Welcome to the call.
How you doing?
Hey,
All right.
Yeah, we was just. Who we got?
MJ.
India.
I said MJ.
AJ. MJ.
MJ.
Or AJ?
MJ.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the call, MJ. Is that your grandson, Frank?
Yeah. He was on those.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Uncle
call.
Frank, we can do it.
Okay, LaShawn, we'll get just a second. Just a second.
Well, Frank, you want me to go ahead and open us up with prayer, man?
Yeah,
I want
please.
to do it.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Lo. Somebody said they want to do it. Who was that?
MJ.
Oh, you want to open up in prayer?
Yes.
Okay, is it all right with you, Lo?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
Okay. All right, go ahead, man.
I thank God for helping us survive in this Hurricane Oba, and I hope everybody out there that's not in this in this planet be safe out there, and I hope they be safe from where the trees hit the houses, and I pray that God help everybody being safe out there.
Amen. That's
Amen.
Amen.
That's a
That's what I'm
13-year-old.
talking about.
That's a 13-year-old, man. That's what we got to do, guys. We got to put them in a position so we can train them. That's what it's all about, man. Training them. Bible says, bring a child up in the way that he should go. When he get older, he will not depart from that. And that's so true. So I just want to thank each and everybody, man, on the one call, man. I think we got some new callers on tonight, man, that never been on a Force of One call before. I just pray and hope that something be said tonight, guys, that will really impact your lives and gonna cause you want to come from this point forward, is to want to be a part, because that's what it's all about, guys. We as a people, man, we got to continue to coming together, strengthen one another. This is something that we've been lacking for so many years, man. Just coming together as a people, pouring into one another, man, strengthening one another, uplifting one another. We got to get rid of that backbiting stuff, man. We got to start reaching back, pulling one another up. Just like I always say, there's no power in the wolf. The power's in the pack. If you ever out there walking, you see a wolf by himself, you can pick up a rock or something, and he'll take off and run back. But you run up on a pack of wolves, you better head for the hills, because your butt is in trouble, man. And that's the same way it is when we come together, man. We pack together. We're so much better together and stronger. That hope and unity and what have you, man. So we got to continue. When I was a little boy growing up, we didn't have anything like this, like personal development, people coming together, pouring into one another. It wasn't no such thing. Now, man, we so advanced now, we can talk, and people from other part of the country can pour into us. So like the speaker that's going to speak into our lives tonight, Neshard, man, he's on the other side of the country, and he's going to pour into us tonight, and I know he got something to say, man. So like I said, right now, I don't care wherever you are, I'm sure you experiencing some parts of this storm, man. Cause it's pretty much across the board, man. One thing about a storm, man, I love acronym. As an acronym, in the word storm, STROM, and what that means the S in storm means something, and the T means that, and the R means remain, and O mean only, and the M mean momentary. So that was what it's saying. It says something that remain only momentary. That's what a storm is. It don't last always. It's just momentary. Something that remain only momentary. And so we just got to continue to hold fast to God's unchanging hand. He'll see us through, regardless of what we get we can't faint. You know, when things not going right. So we got to continue to stay strong, guys. So we're gonna get ready to bring LaShawn on, man. The speaker that we got tonight, he's no stranger, man. He done been on and spoke to us before. You know, he done came on from time to time. You know, just participated, just listen and what have you, man. He got a lot to say. This young man done been through some things, man, to get to where he is tonight. It wasn't an easy task, because, you know, like a lot of times when we going through some things, sometimes we easy about just throwing our hand up and just giving up. We got to learn how to persevere, man, because that's what it's all about, man, because you have to go through those contrary winds and everything in order to get that thrust, in order to get you off the ground and what have you. So that's what life is all about. You know, it's just like going into the gym, lifting weights. You got to lift those weights. You got to go through those diversity in order to build your muscles. And that's the way it is, man. We keep going through some trials. We go through those things. We have to go through in order to get to and what have you, man.
Right.
So, and that's what makes us stronger, man, when we endure certain things. We got to learn how to endure, man. That's what it's all about, man. And coming together and strengthening one another. When you make it out, you reach back and help your brother man make it out. So I'm not going to take up all the time. So I'm going to ask Brother LaShawn to come on tonight, man, and speak into our lives and what have you, man. And so he's so gratefully accepted. And so he's here with us tonight. And so I don't know where he is. He'll be able to tell you more about it, man. But the real nice young brother, man, he got something to say. So I just pray and hope that you guys got pencil and paper and what have you. Really.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure after you get through listening to him tonight, wherever you are in your life, and I'm sure you're going to enhance that tomorrow. Well, you know, you're going to be able to start working on yourself even more than you've been working on yourself after tonight. So that's my prayer, because that's what we come on these calls for. We don't come on just to talk. We come on to help one another. That's what it's all about. And so we got a conference and everything going to be coming up real soon, too. So I'd love for each and every one of you guys to be able to participate. So we'll hear more about that at another time. So when next point you're going to hear be none other than my good friend, Neshard Walker. All right, Neshard.
Yes.
My brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Uncle Frank. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody online right now talking.
Look, LaShawn, everybody mute yourself out. If you're not talking, mute yourself out. And then we'll
okay.
Yeah, everybody mute yourself out except LaShawn.
Okay.
Put yourself on mute. Everybody except LaShawn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Uncle Frank. It's been a blessing. Been a long journey. And it's 3 words that really helped me get through from the start to now. And the 3 words is being patient, being understanding, and being disciplined. And those 3 words got me through any tough time that I ever been through. Meaning, I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm here right now as we speak, walking down the street outside, getting ready to go work out. But I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys. You know, I've been through a lot. I'm pretty sure we done probably seen the same path, but took a different route. But at the end of the day, our destiny is definitely going to come our way. We just got to stay patient, understanding, and disciplined. I hope everybody got a pen and paper to write those 3 words down. And that's the only things you really need to write down is being patient, understanding, and discipline. Those are the answers to everything. Coming out of high school in 2008, I was 13 positions, like in my position off from being a McDonald's All-American. But the school I went to didn't get too much recognition the years prior, so that kind of hurt me. But I didn't worry about that because I was worrying about my academics. But at the end of the day, basketball was my love. So I was 13 positions off of power forward to become a McDonald's All-American. So that means if somebody didn't make it or something happened, I would be the next one up. But so happened that the person that took that spot played. So that means out of that, I could have went to any school in the Virginia area, but I didn't want to do that because I'm from here. I want to venture out. It was God stored in me to play other places and to reach and talk to other people because I'm a people person. I might be big. Everybody feel intimidated because I'm 6'9", but at the end of the day, I'm a people person. I love people. I enjoy talking to people. So that didn't work out my way to go to a school outside of till later on, which you're going to touch bases on. So with that being said, I didn't really have other colleges try to talk to me or try to give me offers of interest in me. So You name any school in the country, from the East Coast to West Coast, I send an email out. We can look through my emails right now. I sent it to everybody. Nobody contacted me back. We're talking over 300, 500 schools. You name it, from Division I to NAIA. You name them. I send an email to them. Up every night, all night. Sending my resume, sending my tapes and everything to everybody. Nobody contacted me back. I mean, not a single school. You name it. No school contacted me back. I still stayed humble. I still was patient. I understood, and I stayed disciplined. This is what I love to do, so you're going to have to understand that sometimes things not going to go your way, but our way is not God's way. You know what I mean? So I had to understand that, and I had to stay patient, and I had to be disciplined. So with that being said, nobody contacted me back. Months and months go on, and this is where the devil tried to step in and take my joy. A guy came in, seen me play at an open gym. He wanted me to come to an underrated camp. My underrated camp is for players that never didn't really get a lot of exposure in high school. So he invited me to the camp. I went to the camp. I did my thing, killed it. Was top 5 players in the whole thing. And he sent me to go to a school in Idaho. I was like, Idaho? I've never been away from my mom. I'm a single, you know, I'm a single parent. I'm all she has. You know, if I leave, then what? You know what I mean? I'm mama's boy. It's like, okay, you got to be patient. You got to understand. You got to be disciplined. Right here, it was all about understanding. You got to understand, okay, this is the opportunity. You say you wanted to go somewhere. It's not to the Division I school or where you wanted to go, even though that's a kid's dream. But you need to understand, like, okay, son, you got to go if this is really what you want to do. Okay. So I went to Idaho. Out of the whole school, out of like 10,000 students, only 9 players was African-American. That's on the athletic basketball team. 9 players. And we're not talking about in America. We're talking about the 9 players. There's like 3 dudes from America. I was from Virginia. Another dude was from Maryland. But the other, I think, 7 or 6, if I'm not mistaken, was from Norway, from London, England, and from Australia. And I think another guy was from Spain or something like that. So it's like we really wasn't from America. So the conversation and everything was different. So I went out there. Then the guy that got me the scholarship to go out there, he passed away. So it's like, dang, the devil really trying to steal my joy, ain't he? So I go there. The scholarship got taken. The scholarship got taken away. So I'm out there still going hard, still playing. And then the coach redshirted me on my birthday. So it's like, man, I'm at the school. The coach redshirted me on my birthday. It's like, what I'm going to do now? Then when I redshirted, my mom came right there to see me. So it's like, we redshirt, you can't play. So that was a waste of time. Okay, the devil really trying to come in and steal what I got going. So after I left there, I transferred close to home to New Brunswick Community College. That's in North Carolina. I went there, played for a year. So that's one of my years taken away. Then the coach got into it. I left there. So it was like, man, I'm really at this verge right now. Another player would have gave up, but I stayed disciplined. I understood, and I stayed patient. So from there, I left and went to school in California. There was a JUCO called Pierce College that gave me the opportunity. I went there, didn't play because of the schooling system was different. Like California is different than other schooling systems outside of California, like other states that I played at or attended. So my grades and everything didn't transfer to the curriculum that I was attending or having to have for that degree or whatever. So happened that the UCLA coach was in there and he wanted me to come there to play for him. And I came out there for an open gym, and I'm in there with Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love, and all these other players, you name them, legendary players. So I'm in there playing with them open gym, and the coach was going to sign me onto a partial. But little did I know, I didn't know the buzz around the school was being told that he was getting ready to get fired. And the coach that was replacing him was from a coach from New Mexico University. He was bringing in 9 players. And 9 players that he was bringing in, one of them that played my position at the time, small forward, was his son. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be a big test. So that's another blow that this shot that the devil's trying to take on. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here in North Carolina because it's a big market. I mean, in California because it's a big market with basketball during the summertime. Like you have the Drew League. I don't know if you guys watch YouTube, whatever. It's the Drew League out there. It's it's a lot of open gyms. You meeting players, you meeting agents, you meeting scouts, you name it. So I stayed there for a little bit longer, probably about another year or so. And then another junior college contacted me, was like, we want you to come in right now. So I came in, went there. It's called Chabot College. And this is 2013. I went there, played 1 year. was like top 3 on the team in scoring, rebounds, and blocks. Then I left there and just went straight overseas. And then my first year overseas was over in Singapore. My second year was in El Salvador. Then my third year was in Canada. And then my fourth year was in Saudi Arabia, where I just came back from. And now coming to my fifth year, I'm negotiating on another contract to go to Tanzania. But you got to be patient, understand the discipline, you know, because at this time of stage now, I'm not just playing just for the money anymore. It's beyond that. It's time to expand my brand and take it to another level. So I got to make sure it's enough. If something happened to me in another country, I got to make sure my family is straight, you know. So they don't tell y'all those things, but you got to make sure that you have Wi-Fi. There's days that I don't have Wi-Fi. I can't talk to my family at home. There's days when you, like, the water system over there, like when I was in Saudi Arabia, the water system was a little off. Like, you can't drink out of it. You can't take showers. Like, it'll start off brown, then it'll go clear. Like, it's a lot to take in. And Saudi Arabia is a strong Muslim country. And over there, they really make you live like a Muslim. Even if you're Christian, don't matter. You're in the system over there, and I'm a basketball player, so I have to adapt to that lifestyle. So with that being said, it's like, okay, it's all about being understanding and discipline. And then most of the guys that stay over there, the season is like 8 months, but I was over there for like 4, the second half of the season. So most of the guys lost their mind. They couldn't handle it. They got sent home. They just wasn't ready for that. So, and over there is they speak English, but they speak like more Arabic. So you have to they force you to learn how to speak Arabic, which I don't know how to speak it that good, but I know how to understand it. So that was another factor in. But fast forward to now, I'm my own brand. Like you know, God forbid that, you know, anything happened between me and my agent that I just had to let go. You know, we had a good relationship, but I felt like I understand the game enough to the point where I can market my own self to people, which I have been doing. So now I have talks with other brands, sports brands, other people that want to invest in me in like clothing and stuff like that. But it's all up to the end of the day, knowing that I knew how to do that. If I would have known that from the beginning, I think I would have been well off. So at the end of the day, I just had to stay patient, understanding the discipline the whole time. Because at the end of the day, now I'm pushing to go on 29. I'm 28 right now. I'm going 29 in November. So it's like, okay, it's time to take it to another level. You know, I've been playing this game for a long time that I know the ins and outs. And for me, when I say being patient, understanding discipline, okay, being patient is doing what you can control. You can't make anybody do anything you want to say. I mean, anything you tell them to do, they can't do it to how you want to do it unless you do it yourself. So I had to be patient on that. And I had to wait for my opportunity and time to get to that. And I've been playing this game since I was like 10 years old. You know, so I had to understand, okay, there's going to be times where you got to take that loss because you didn't go to a big school. You have to take that loss because you don't know this person. Because at the end of the day, it's more about who you know than what you can do. So I had to understand that. And then discipline is only do what you can control. Me controlling being an athlete, I got to stay in the gym. I got to be mindful of what I eat. Got to be mindful of who I'm around. I got to be mindful of what I do. Got to be mindful of what time I do this or what time I do that. Who I tell and what I tell. Because most things that you tell people that you feel like they got the best interest for you, they don't. Like, they really don't care about, okay, it's not me doing it, but you doing it. They feel like it's a little hatred, not to say that word, but it's a little hate that come in between it. So you have to really not say a lot of things. I mean, it's good to say things in the atmosphere, but you got to hold some things to yourself because you want to let God do what he need to do behind the scenes to make things flourish and happen on that dotted line, or you see it, okay, now I can let people know that I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Because at the end of the day, once you put that out there and people see you not doing it, then they're going to be looking like, okay, he's just talking out his butt. You know, he's just saying things out of nowhere. It's not really going to happen. So with that being said, it's been a blessing, you know, doing a lot of things that I thought I would never be able to do because of the pride or not being ready or not being understanding discipline or patience. So now at the time and stage of that where I'm at, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm ready for the next level. I'm ready to play at this level. I'm ready to be here. I'm ready to be there. And playing around and seeing these guys that's in the top levels, that's playing in the league, and seeing them and talk to them, you feel like you have those attributes, but just because you feel like you're ready don't mean that God has it, like, that you're ready. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like forcing it. So you got to be patient, understanding, discipline. So, Uncle Frank, if you had any questions to ask me to go in depth on certain pinpoints that somebody want to ask, we can do that right now as well.
I do.
What's up,
Okay,
MJ?
that was powerful, man. Okay,
How many years was you in basketball?
That's a good question. I've been playing basketball for a long time, MJ, since I was like 10, 11.
Oh, because I was in basketball. I was in summer camp with my cousin, and
Right.
we used basketball, and like I stopped because like the summer camp was over.
Right. But is this really what you want to do, or is it just like a hobby?
It was a hobby.
Okay. But you can still learn something out of it, though, MJ. That's a good thing, though. Always stay busy. Even if it's not basketball or whatever you like to do, always stay busy. And if it's something you like to do, you got to do it for another level. You got to go all in, because you'll never know your full potential unless you go all in.
Because I be practicing outside when I'm outside with my friends. We be playing basketball in my backyard.
Okay. Always practice. It don't make you perfect, but it makes you better.
Yes, sir, Mr. Walker. My name is Aaron Christopher, and I have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind answering, sir.
Oh, go ahead. It's all good, man.
Oh, okay. My first question is, dog. Okay, all right. Like, how did you play high school ball, or anything like that?
Yes, I played high school in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Bayside, it's a public school called Bayside High School. Then I transferred to a private school called Ryan Academy.
Okay. Yes, sir. Because the reason why I asked is because I play ball too. I've been playing basketball since I was 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old, and then and I found out I went through every sport. I played football. I wasn't working for me. I did soccer, t-ball, you name any sport that I did. But you know, one day, my dad brought home a little plastic basketball, and I was drilling it, and then that's when my mom and my dad were like, okay, we need to put a little Aaron in basketball. And ever since then, that's when I developed the love for the game, and and ever since then, I've been playing it. So and I played middle school ball, and I was in private school my whole life. I transferred to a public school my 9th grade year, and because in private school you can sign up to play, and everything. But my mom told me, hey, Aaron, since you're going to be in public school, it's going to be a whole nother shebang. You're not going to be able to sign up and play. You're literally going to have to compete against these boys. So, me being 13, 14, I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm not really understanding until I went to the coach. And the coach was like, oh, there's no sign up. You can sign up to try out. And we have 3 tryouts. And if you get cut, then you got to come back next year. So I was like, oh, dang, like my mom really was right. So freshman year I tried out, I didn't make it. My sophomore year I didn't make it. My junior year I made it. I played JV, and my senior year I didn't make it. But I was the manager for freshman and JV. Like I was, pretty much the water boy and everything. I would get the uniforms, I would get the towels and the Gatorade, all that. So but I would also stay in the gym too. And I would stay in the gym and I would work out with some of the players. So for that being said, I graduated. I went to this little trade school in Mayweather County here in Georgia, and I played on the little men's league they had, and I'm doing my thing, I'm balling, and still didn't get looked at. So I came back, and so I said, okay, I need a trainer, and I need to play on a level where I can get looked at. So the same thing happened to you. I was in the gym. Dude asked me to play one-on-one, so I played one-on-one with him, and then next thing you know, and he asked me for my Facebook information. So my first thought was, okay, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he gave me so I gave my Facebook information. Next thing you know, 4 days later, I got a tryout to play for the ABA semi-pro Gainesville Heat. So I tried out for that. I played my first season last year with Gainesville Heat. Now I'm on my second year, and now I'm on I'm on another team called the Southwest Atlanta Warriors. And we're ABA semi-pro team. So pretty much to
Yeah.
say all that, Mr. Walker,
Yes, sir.
I want to be able to now I want to play overseas because I've been wanting to go overseas since I first heard about it.
Right.
Like my mentor told me, hey, Aaron, like it's not just the NBA out there. Like
Right.
like, it's not just the NBA D League. You can go cross season play. Like and guess what? And you can make almost like $2-3 million just playing overseas. And I was like, oh really? Yeah, but you got to start from the bottom. So okay, I did my research. I did my research, and and I looked into it. So I was like, okay, like this is what I really want to do. I went to a tryout 2 weeks ago for Mardi Gras. Like that's how you pronounce the country?
Montenegro.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Montenegro. So so I made it to the second round. They told me to come back. I was like, okay, cool. I made it to the second round. They say the top 20 players, whoever's the top 20, you got to go to Los Angeles for the final tryout. So I made it to the second round, and and then it was calling out the names. I didn't make it. But guess what? Did I give up? No. I'm still in the gym right now. I'm working a 9 to 5 right now. So
Right.
But like after I work my 9 to 5, like I'm in the gym, so I'm constantly, like just in the gym, like improving my game. Doing a lot of ball handling, shooting drills, defensive drills, speed and agility. I'm in the weight room. I'm watching, and I'm watching film on how to get better. So so I'm just constantly just improving myself. So and then like I only have one film footage on me. So I'm like, okay, so this season I'm gonna just focus on getting film and everything, so I can get shifted. So I can like link it out to agents or camps or everything like that. So just that patience and understanding. So that's what when you said like patience, understanding, discipline, so I was like, okay, all right, I need to write this down and let me hear what this young man has to say because I want to make a living during this. Because like it's not just for the money. Because I love basketball. Period. Like I love being around the atmosphere of basketball. And like that's what I fell in love with. I fell in love with the game since I was 7 years old, and I'm 24 now. So I've been playing the game for a long time, and then now it's time for me to and I always said like I want to support my family doing what I love to do. And I don't, like to be honest to everybody, I don't like getting up from my job. I don't like clocking in on nobody's clock, making their dream come reality, and I can make my dream come reality. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Understood.
So like, and that's what I said. Like, I want to be able to provide doing what I love doing, and I love getting up, working out. Like Mr. Walker, like just like you said, like be mindful of what you eat, be mindful of who you hang around, like be mindful of the time frames of like what you do, So like, and that was and that's my little story, and everything like that, to tell you that like this is what I do and this is what I have a passion for, and I'm looking to take my game to the next level.
Understood, man. Understood. And at the end of the day, this game is all about love. I was even back in the day when I was going so hard and I was just doing this just because I was thinking it was all about the money. And then other things start happening. God was like, okay, you've been doing this for the love for so long. You're doing it for the money. You don't get trapped up into the fast life. And the fast life is the life that you really don't want to be around. And you're going to have the people come around you that you don't really need around you because at the end of the day, you got to keep doing it for the love. And I was reading a story and talking to one of my mentors. His name's Chucky Brown. He's a NBA personnel for the Pelicans. He would tell me stories about Kobe Bryant. He's 38 years old, 38, 37 years old, and he's in the gym going as hard as he can. Everything is game speed. Everything. He's running through like 2 or 3 pairs of T-shirts because he's sweating so much. He's going so hard. And then that night, he will play a game and score 30, 40, like it's nothing. It's like, why are you going so hard? It's because of the love of the game. I've been doing this for so long. I love this more than life itself. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when you love something, everything else is going to follow, like the good, positive energy. The negative is going to come, but you got to block that out because for me, I got so much of a great relationship with God. Is like the people that speak negative on me, it's because they was raised wrong. They don't understand how to congratulate somebody that did something great. They don't know how to congratulate somebody that they don't understand. Nobody really taught them. Like me, I was raised single parent mom. I just met my dad. I'm 20 years old. I just met my dad 2 years ago. From when I was 9 years old, I just met the guy. So everybody else is like, bro, you really? No, I seen him. I shook his hand. I want to say thank you for bringing me in this world. Anything you need, let me know. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. What happened between you and my mom was between you and my mom. I got nothing but love for you, dog. Nothing but love for you. You know what I mean? And he's breaking down. He's from another country, from West Africa. He's breaking down, speaking his language, and I don't really understand it. But at the end of the day, that's my dad. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like it's all about love. It's all about understanding, being disciplined, and being patient. So if you doing that, man, I understand. I know how it is. I work out every day. Every day. I'm talking about, I worked out earlier. 4 to 6 hours every day. I work out every day on my mind, body, and soul. Every day. I meditate. I eat nothing but fruits and vegetables. I run, I jog every day. I lift every day. I stretch every day. The same routine every day. It's being disciplined, doing what you can control, being understanding. If I be disciplined, the understanding at the end, from being so patient, I'm going to get to the goal that I reach. And now I'm negotiating deals with Anta. We're talking about a sports brand that has Klay Thompson, Kevin Garnett, Luis Scola, like Rajon Rondo. And they want me to come on their brand and be an athlete for them. And I ain't even made it to the league yet. I worked out with a couple of teams. I played a couple of summer leagues, but I haven't even made the team yet. And they showing me so much love.
Man, like, that's really a blessing,
so it's like
man.
It's a blessing. I came from the mud. My mom didn't know how to raise me. My mom taught me how to use the bathroom. I'm a male. I'm 6'9", 240 pounds. Like, she taught me how to be the man I am today. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like I don't really know how to repay her because of what she did for me. You know what I mean? Her, my grandmother, my pops, even though he wasn't around, it's just the things that I keep mindful of. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. And the things that you got to understand and the things you got to be patient on and be disciplined, people don't understand why I work out 4 to 6 times a day. Sometimes I work 8 hours straight all day. I work out for 8 hours straight. No nothing, no water, no nothing. I just work out because I love the game so much that this is what I want to do. And it's not just about me. It's about the MJs coming up. It's about the other guys that's coming up. It's not about me. I'm working myself to the bone for the young ladies, the young men that's coming up that want to become this so they can open up an avenue to make things happen. And at the end of the day, why my mind be racing so much, it's about when people want to be millionaires and billionaires and they want to venture out in this, that, and the third. I know basketball. I love basketball. So if I do something else outside of basketball, it's not going to be me. So to be a smart businessman, I love basketball. So what I'm going to do, hold basketball camps. Oh, basketball is music. So I'm going to start talking and having musicians come around. Invest in musicians. Invest in everything just around basketball. Because around basketball, what keeps us mentally focused? Music. What keeps us nice and mentally, like they say, you feel good, you play good, you get paid good. You know what I mean? So if I look good, it's fashion. Okay, I'm going to start talking and looking at clothing lines and venturing out on people that, making things happen. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you got to show love. And everybody, that's what the word missing is, all love. Everybody think it's up to something, or to something. And around Halloween, I give out cards with money in it. You know what I mean? I give a little speech to every little kid, like, listen here, at the end of the day, it's all about your future. I know right now the candy and everything going to be feeling good, but if patient enough eating this candy, you're going to have to understand, you got to go to the dentist. And being disciplined, you got to sit in that chair and get your feelings and all that stuff taken care of. So at the end of the day, you have to realize that you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Our generation is microwave. Around Thanksgiving, I love food out the oven. When it's in the oven, it tastes better than keep putting it back in the microwave 2 minutes here, 30 seconds here. I'm cool off that. I want the oven food, Mom. Give me that, And that's what I was raised off of, the old school, the oven food. Not the microwave, but the oven food, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
That's powerful, man. I really like that, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what life is all about. You made a decision you're going to be where you are. You weren't going to stay where you are. And that's what life is about, is making a decision, man. Like I said, talent is not enough. Because you couldn't have gotten to that point where you are by just having talent. You have to persevere. You have to persevere, just like you said. It took patience. It took discipline. It took patience, discipline. What was the other one?
Understanding.
It took understanding. Like you're going to have to deal with some cantankerous, if I can use that word. You're going to have to deal with some cantankerous people and everything. Those roadblocks going to get you to where you want to be, man. So all of that is understandable. You understood that. And then, like you said, those 3 words, I'm going to add one more word to that. It's faith. With patience and faith, helped you to get to that point, won't nothing stop you, man. With
yes,
patience and faith, man, and like I said, and understanding and discipline. But like I said, talent is not enough, man. You don't let nothing you do kill your dreams and your drive, man. When you really want something, you got to make up your mind, man. You got, and just go after it, man. Give it all you got, man.
Yes, sir.
Never stop you from living your dream, man. It's up to you to act on your skills, man. You can't stay where you are and go where you want to be. So that's why you got to make up your mind. You can't stay where you are in order to get to where you want to be. So therefore, it's going to take work. So you're willing to put that work in. That's what it takes. That willingness, man. The first step towards getting somewhere, anything that you want in life, the first step towards that is deciding you're not going to stay where you are. See, that's what happened. You made a decision, and you know it was more to life than what you was experiencing, and you want to get to the other side. And in order to, there are 4 words that would cause success, man. 4 little words. A little bit more. Each and every day you have to do a little bit more. Whatever you did yesterday, the next day, a little bit more. A little bit more. Because I said, success is not it's not a overnight thing, man. Success don't come in a day, it comes daily. The little thing that you do every day, a little bit more. Those 4 words right there, man, will get you to success, man. And so I'm proud of it. You continue to persevere and everything. That's powerful.
I appreciate it.
I got something to add to that.
What's going on?
Okay.
And and what you were saying about your basketball thing, like it's like you being grateful what you got and like what you have, like, and like what you saying is like you didn't have that much people in your that was around that much. You still have like the family members that like could take care of you and everything. So that like
as your mother.
Right. Yeah. At the end of the day, all I had was my mom. I really didn't know how to I had to learn everything on my own. How to drive, how to do this, how to do that as a man, So I had to learn all that on my own. I had to learn how to dribble, shoot, and pass on my own. And then what really stuck into me to take my game to the next level, I hope everybody going to write this down, is one person told me, at the end of the day, you have a great gift, you have a great talent, but don't ever miss out on your blessing. And what I mean on that is, like, if you see somebody out there and you feel like they can help you, just ask them. Ask the question. All they're going to say is no, yes or no. That's fine. He didn't speak up. You got to speak up. If I see somebody out there, when I'm sitting down with these guys, these NBA guys and all these guys that's billionaires, it's like, okay, what do you work out at? What other scratches do you use? Or who do you contact? Who is your publisher? Who is this? And they would either say yes or no. But the guys that I talk to, they understand, like, oh, he's a good guy. He's a good character guy. He's family oriented. He loves people. I'm gonna help him out. So don't always, for us males, we always pride. It's a prideful thing. It's like me, Uncle Frank, you know if anybody can do this, that, and the third? Like, all you're going to say is no, or he can lead you to somebody that can help you at the end of the day. So don't ever feel like your pride, because pride will hurt us. As males, it'll hurt us, and we'll never be able to succeed or go to that next level because of that word.
And, like, you can't always depend on other people.
Right.
Yeah,
it's all about.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Mr. Walker. Okay, so tell me this: how you go by getting an agent? Like, how did you find your agent?
The same thing I did in high school, man. I sent it was like it's over like, well, in my email account, it's over 3,100 agents, and I sent the emails to every last one of them, and only one contacted me back. The whole out of everyone. I mean, sports agents, it's some that have their NBA license, their FIBA license, and some have just one of each. And I contacted everybody from LinkedIn, Facebook, you name the sites. I contacted everybody. So me, I had really came from the ground up. And then I studied the game. So at the end of the day, you can be your own agent, man. LeBron and them, Ray Allen, all these guys are their own agent. They're the player agent. So do your own research, man. Wherever you feel like you wanted to do or go, do it. Just contact them. I'll give you my email. I'll send you agents. I'll send you people. I'll send you to talk to the team yourself.
And I
Hey,
have
you
a
know,
question.
Mr. Walker, if you don't mind, man, can I get your number, man?
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And I got a
You ready?
question.
Well,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on,
Yes,
MJ.
I'm ready.
Hold on for a minute, MJ.
Okay.
And I'm ready.
757
757
613
613
8778. I'm always being the phone book. It ain't gonna never change me.
I got you. 8778.
778.
All right. So it's 757 613
Yep.
8778.
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool. I got you, man. My name is Aaron Christopher, too, by the way.
Oh yeah, lock me in, man. Lock me in.
Oh, I got you. Then I'm definitely gonna as soon as we get finished up with the conference call with Uncle Frank, man, and I'm definitely gonna shoot you a text and everything, let you make sure you know that it's me and everything. And Uncle Frank, and thank you for so much for inviting me to the conference call. I really am enjoying it, and I'm getting a lot of stuff out of it. I'm getting a lot of
Information.
blessings and everything, information from it.
That's what it's all about. That's why we come here, man. Pray and hope something to be said that can help you on your journey, man. That's why I said, man, you got to first understand you are valuable. Once you understand that you are valuable, then you work from there, man. And no one can hold you back but yourself. No one
Yes,
can
sir.
See, like if you hadn't
Right.
been on the phone tonight, you wouldn't have been able to meet Mr. Walker and get this information from him. So that's why you got to make up your mind to do things. When people offer you and ask you to do certain things, you need to go check it out. Anyway, if you don't ever come back to him, at least check it out. So
Right.
you got to take responsibility for yourself. When people tell you stuff, it's for a reason a lot of times. And you'd be surprised the people that I invite on this broadcast, and they don't come. One guy one night, Logan contest to it, and he was I invited him on. He was having big time trouble in his life, man. His marriage and everything about to crumble. He was pretty much homeless and what have you, because he was staying with people, him and his family. They were going from one place to another. Couldn't find no safe haven, nowhere to stay, what have you, man. So his life and everything was on the brink. So I invited him on the call, and so he got with Lowe, and Lowe got with him and got him into the military. And so right now, he came back on the call about 3 weeks ago, when he came back and was talking about how this broadcast, FORCEOF1, saved his life and his marriage. Because now he in the military doing good. He done bought him a house and the kids in private school and everything. So he was just so thankful for the FORCEOF1. He said, had not been for the FORCEOF1, tell him what his life would be right now. And so that's what I'm saying. See, it making a difference in a lot of people out, and that's just one story. And so that's why we got to continue to come together, man, strengthen one another. Because that's why I try to bring as many positive brothers together as possible. And we can go back out there into the world and impact some of the brothers that's not doing so well, that doesn't even have a clue on what life is all about. If you all look around, you see the condition that our youth in, man, our millennials. And what have you. So we got other people got a lot of work to do, and we don't ever look down on them that who's trying to help them up, man, because you don't know what kind of environment that they brought up in and what they deal with on an everyday basis. Someone got damaged, they damaged and what have you, and they don't want to be where they are, but that's all they know. And so that's why continue to show them and giving them a good example, man, and try to befriend them as much as possible before we just write them off and say ain't no hope for them. Because there's hope for everybody, man. So that's a task. It's something for you to do to be able to make a difference, man. Because we all got work to do. We all do.
Yes.
So, we got anybody else new on the call that might want to ask a question or comment or something? Somebody hasn't spoke up yet. Because we got quite a few people on. So talk to me, somebody.
Hey, Uncle Frank, this Chris.
Okay, what's going on, big Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to I wrote a few things down on what really caught my attention. And the main two things I guess was about patience and understanding. And what I did, I went and pulled out the definition of patience, and it said that the definition of patience is it's the ability to tolerate delay, suffering, and troubles. And just throughout his whole story, that's what he was explaining, like when the schools wouldn't get back to him and stuff like that. And it just kind of took me back to the Bible, because he calls it long suffering and perseverance and stuff like that. And just throughout the whole Bible, it talks about waiting on God and waiting on His timing and stuff like that. And then in Philippians 4, it talks about being content and stuff like that in whatever situation. And that's basically what he did throughout that whole time that he was trying to get to where he wanted to get, because that was that's basically his gift. His gift is basketball, and he continued in that, and at the right time God put him in the places that he needed to be. And also about where he was saying about understanding, basically what caught my attention with that was because he kept pushing through the rough times and staying content. And then in Proverbs 3:5, it talks about leaning not on your own understanding, and acknowledging God at those times. So basically what I got out of it was that he was letting God's understanding lead him. He's letting his faith in God and God's understanding lead him instead of letting himself get down and stuff like that in those troubled times. And they're just the whole patience and understanding thing is just things I could use for myself. And I really appreciate you, brother, for sharing these things about your story and stuff like that. And these are things that I'm going to take with me.
Oh yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love. And at the end of the day, like 2 years ago, my grandmother passed away. She was another powerful inspiration, a person in my life, and I had the option of staying for her funeral or going to work out for the Lakers to eventually sign with them in the future years. Maybe like this year. Matter of fact, I was going to play on the D-League team, their development team, and then sign with them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, basketball come and go. Family is forever.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that my grandmother knew that what she did for me, coming in the house for the street lights and doing all those things that my mom couldn't do because she was working, trying to make sure that I was a better kid and doing the great things and make sure I was disciplined, that she took that step. Because it's tough on grandmothers. The things we do outside this world, like being in gangs and doing that, those people we hurt. The ones that really be crying behind closed doors is the grandmothers, the women. It's the males. I understand that. I understand that, it's a different love from a female and a male, a mom and a dad. So the things I be telling the young guys today is like, you're not just hurting yourself. You're hurting people that really put this time in. The ones that really prayed for you when people told you no. Like, it was a teacher that told me that parent-teacher conference I would never be nothing. It's the word. It's the S words, to be exact. But he told me I would never be nothing. I would be in jail. I'll be dead. I'll be this, that, and third. And now he asking me to take interviews with him. And I still bring him in and embrace him like, thank you for telling me that. Even though in other people's mind it'll be like, what? He told you that? You want to take interviews with him? Like, he was my teacher. He kept it real with me. He was a white dude, but I understood where he was coming from. That's about getting understanding. I understood where he was coming from because the things I was doing back then that I know now, I appreciate you telling me that. And the way you told me was a little out of line, but I appreciate you telling me that because if I wouldn't have heard those things, I would have just ran off, no telling where I would be. So at the end of the day, you have to really understand, like, people, they might say it in a different way. It's the way that you talk to people. It's the way that coaches talk to players. Certain players get babied. Some coaches, certain players needed this, that special attention. Some players need this. Some players need that. But at the end of the day, you have to really understand and realize that everybody is human. This Laker workout going to come and go. I can always still work out with y'all. My grandmother, I got to show her and love her as much as I can. She showed me how to give. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be playing basketball. I wouldn't be doing these things. I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be doing this. Mm-hmm. It's the strong one behind us that we feel that don't mean nothing, that we hurt the most. That's one thing. And the second thing I wanted to say, when I be in the gym working out, and this white dude, another white dude came up to me and told me, like, you always in here working out all day, every day. What do you do? I was like, I'm a professional basketball player, but I do other things on the side. Like, I got a branding and marketing company, this, that, there. A little entrepreneurship here, clothing line here and there that I'm starting to branch out. But, I want to fall in love with it before I just jump into it. because I want to put my all in it. So he was like, okay, that's nice. You know, I'm an attorney, I'm a lawyer, this, that, and the third. But eventually, you got to use from the shoulders up. And I was like, from the shoulders up? What are you talking about? Is this a racist joke or something? Like, I'm just thinking, like, okay, you know, people think like that, you know. Then at the end of the day, he was like, no, it's not being racial. I'm just telling you, one day you got to use your brain, and that's what will make you go to the next level. Your body can only get you for so much money, but your brain can get you unlimited money. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean from using from the shoulders up. You know, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Then I went back to him and told him, I appreciate you. And then, long story short, I went back to my Facebook messages. Like 2013, I contacted Answer. They told me no. We'll have room for you. No. Fast forward to now, just a couple of months ago, they getting a contract for me to be one of the spokesman players, to fly me out to China and be one of the spokesman guys with KG to take their brand to another level, just like how Adidas came out of nowhere and just blew past Nike on something like that. But from their brand, sporting brand, to go to the next level. So it's like, it's crazy how God make things come in full circle. And just being disciplined, just being understanding, and being patient.
See, that's powerful, bro. Like that whole waiting on God's timing and stuff, man. That patience. That's part of the fruit of the spirit. You know what I mean? So that's right. That's real powerful. You know.
Yeah, that is, man. That's very, very powerful, man. But that was when that guy told you that, man, that you'll be dead in jail, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And that was spot on. That never know, that could have been the thing. That could have been the turning point in your life. Well, you know what they say? They say if your enemy is the one that tells you the truth, you don't have no friends. You know, you have to get the truth from your enemy. That means you don't have no friends. Because friends should be telling you stuff like that. Man, you need to change. Man, you're going to wind up in jail, this and that. Just like you said, man, he told you got to get ready from the shoulder up. And he's absolutely right, man, because if you're not mentally ready for whatever, if you're not mentally ready, you'll never be physically ready. You know, you got to get mentally ready to be able to deal with whatever, man. So that's powerful, man. I love it. So we're going to take we got about 3 minutes remaining. I want to see if we can call maybe another couple more people that hadn't spoke tonight. Richard, are you still on? Richard. Maybe he's on. Maybe he don't want to say anything tonight. Maybe he just want to listen. Chris,
I think MJ wanted to say something.
Okay, I'll get back to MJ. I want to get with somebody that haven't said it.
Okay.
Chris. I meant not Chris. Yeah, Chris, are you on? Philip. He must have. Are there anyone else that got anything they'd like to say, question, or just whatever? Hold on, MJ. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are there anyone else?
And I just want to say thank y'all for letting me come on board, and thank you, Mr. Walker, for letting me hear your story.
Man.
You know, like it really did inspire me, man. Like also too, and how you spell your first name again, man, if you don't mind?
Neshard.
Okay,
Neshard.
SHLD. All right, man. Appreciate it, man. And you know, like, and Uncle Frank, hey man,
yes, sir.
I thank you. And I thank you so much for letting me be a part of this conference, man. I'm definitely going to be consistent with it because I love what I'm hearing. I'm loving the inspiration. I'm loving the information. And, you know, man, like, just like you said, like, you know, just like you said and Mr. Walker said, you know, it's just, you know, like bringing, you know, like positive, you know, people, you know, on board, you know, like don't never think, you know, you can't do nothing, you know, like don't let nobody tell you you can't do it, because 9 times out of 10, those people that tell you you can't do it, you're not going to make it because they ain't succeed in their dreams, so they want to see you not succeed in your dreams because you working hard to get to your dreams.
And you know, just like many things in life, nothing worthwhile come easy. Nothing worthwhile come easy, man. But if you have great ideas and you got great talent and you persistent, you will eventually succeed. Because whatever you prepare, if you prepare yourself for whatever, your time will come. Trust me on that part. So we're going. That's awesome, Aaron. I appreciate it, man. And so, man, like I said, man, let's build the broadcast up, man. And invite them on call now because it's for women too. So invite some women on as well, man.
Okay.
Okay, we got about another minute or two. So MJ, go ahead and ask your last question, man.
And like, was you a good shooter when you were playing basketball or something like that? Or was that like on the sport you played?
Yeah, I played soccer a little bit, but then I played. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a funny story, man. This only stay on the phone. So I played football when I was little. I didn't know they could hit you back. So the long story short, I got hit and I just got up and walked to the house. I just walked home. The coach was like, "Hey, come back. Let's show you doing. You gotta turn in the helmet and pass, man. I'll come to school tomorrow. Mama give it to you. Right now, I didn't know he could hit you. You know what I mean? And then after that, God blessed me to be as tall as I am today. So I just stayed with basketball. But I had to learn how to be a shooter. It took me probably like 3 years ago to be a real knockdown shooter. It took me a long time to be able to shoot because I was a defensive player. I was always active. I was like a Serge Ibaka, Hassan Whiteside type of guy. I'm active. I like to run the floor, block shots. I was a defensive player the whole time. And then I realized you want to play this game a long time, you got to learn how to shoot. So I had to really develop a shot, and that's the work I put in to learn how to be able to be a great shooter.
Hey, man. One more question right quick. Had there ever been a moment you feel like quit?
Yeah, of course. It's been plenty of times. It's like, man, I'm doing so much, going so hard, and people in front of me, you feel like, why did you get this opportunity? But you got to show love and be like, man, it's probably something that I don't understand, the word understanding, that he got it before me, and then I read his story, like, wow, okay, I see now, okay, let me be more patient. But, of course, definitely was a time when I was like, man, you know what? Forget this. You breaking down. You getting emotional. You crying. You doing this. Why me? Da-da-da-da-da. And then it's always something. When you all the way down at your lowest, guys, when you at your lowest, you have no way but to look up. There's going to be better days. There's going to be days when you're going to be like, man, I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like doing this. Ain't nothing happening. God, why me? You be thinking low-key kind of suicidal. You be losing it. But at the end of the day, you have to understand, like, okay, God, I appreciate you. I thank you. You know what? At the end of the day, I really understand it's not my time and it's yours. I give it all to you. I'm going to just do what I can control. And that's when discipline comes in. Just do what you can control. And then the opportunity will definitely come out. It'll definitely come out.
Amen. That's powerful. That's powerful. So, if we're going to name this topic tonight, LaShawn, what will you name it? What will put up? Cause we gonna. If it's all right, we put this on YouTube. Cause I'm intending to ask you that earlier.
Yeah. It's definitely all good. Uncle Fred, it's all good. I was gonna name it instead of the word mud. I was gonna put PUD, PUD.
So you name it PUD.
Yes. Unorthodox, random. You wouldn't think, what is this about? And then when you start listening, you're gonna start being more understanding, more patient, and more discipline.
Okay.
I understand this. So at the end of the day, guys, just keep working. Stay focused, stay locked in, love each other, and just keep communicating, man. Keep love alive and keep praying. Prayer changes lives.
Amen. That's
Amen.
awesome.
Amen.
Amen. I'm going to say this right here, then we're going to get ready to close out because it's about 3 minutes after 10 now. I want to thank each and everybody for coming on tonight, man. And so let's say, guys, please come back each and every week, if possible. Come back as much as you can so we continue sharing and helping one another because it's not about us, it's about we. It's not a me thing, it's a we thing. So that's when we got too many selfish people in the world, man. They self-centered, and God don't mean for us to be self-centered. He want us to be other-centered. So we got to do all we can to impact our brothers, because we losing too many of our young brothers, man, and sisters to the jailhouse and to the graveyard, man. I'm reminded of something that this guy named Donald L. Downridge had said one time. I know you guys on here tonight may not be too familiar with it. Back in the days, we used to we hear tell them a party, and they would say BYOB, BYOB. In BYOB, what that means, bring your own bottle. They tell you, have a party tonight, but bring your own body. So they said, bring your own bottle, BYOB, bring your own bottle. And so in today's world, we got too many young people today, these millennials, they're bringing their own bodies, man. They bring their own bodies, man, like to the graveyard, to the casket and stuff. They bring their own bodies, man. Too many of our young people bring their own bodies, to feed the casket, and they feed the casket to feed the grave, and they feeding a starving casket, man, which is feeding the cemetery. It's not so much what the police are doing to us. It's what we are doing to ourselves, man. Young people getting themselves killed. We were not put here, to be going to jail or to the graveyard so soon, man. They are too young to be going to the cemetery. Just too young to be going to the cemetery, man. Because, back in the day, it was unheard of for a young person to die before an older person. Because too many older people bury their children nowadays, man. So that's why I say, that's one reason that while we're on this broadcast, that's why I do what I do, man. We must check ourselves to save our youth, man. We save our youth, we're saving ourselves as well. That's why I always say, guys, we don't have a youth problem. We have an adult problem. It's not enough of us adults doing the things that we should be doing. Just like Neshard said earlier, he's not doing the things for himself. He's doing the things, what he's doing it for like the MJs, this stuff. You see, and MJs on this call soaking stuff up. And he's very inquisitive. He listen, guys. He listen to you guys. And never know what you said tonight, LaShawn, may be the very thing that could change that young man's life forever. He's only 13 years old. And I don't ask him to get on these calls. He wants to jump on these calls. He's just been on this, probably his third time been on, and he always got questions, and that says a lot. Questions is more important than answers. Intelligent people ask intelligent questions, and every question that he asked tonight, it was a very intelligent question. That tells me right there he listened. When you listen, that means you know what question to ask. You're not just asking stupid questions. You're not just asking questions off the wall and just saying something just to be heard, man. And so he really listened. He's engaged, and so that speaks volume. And so you guys making a difference in his life, man. And so that's powerful, and I appreciate that, man. And you should be proud of yourself, for doing that. And so I just wanted to say that, man. So we got to continue doing what we're doing so we can stop so many of these young people from BYOB, bringing their own body to the casket and to the cemetery and stuff. Because we're losing too many of them, man. And so I'm going to stop right there. Anyone else got anything they want to say before I bring the show back on and have his last word and close it out in prayer?
Me.
Okay, this will be the last one, MJ. I know you're in Chris. You got a lot of questions. I appreciate it.
No, I was about to say about, when you said about bringing yourself to your own casket and everything, it's to me, black people are killing other black people for stupid reasons.
And that's a fact. And see, a lot of times, when they bring themselves to the casket, because a lot of times, they doing things, excuse me, they doing things that they not supposed to be doing, to get themselves killed, in a sense. And some people out here, they dying honestly, because, there are three things that we suffer for sometimes. Sometimes we suffer from the things that we do, and sometimes we suffer from other people's negligence, and sometimes we just suffer for just no apparent reason. So therefore, it got to stop. And that's good. That's good, MJ. We appreciate that, man. So continue to stay connected with us, man. Continue to listen and continue to ask you your questions. It speaks volume. All right. Now, there anyone else is on the broadcast got anything they want to say before we go?
Hey, Frank, this Low.
What's going on, B-Lo? I thought you were gone, man. You still with us? You came back?
No, I'm still with you, man. I'm still with you.
Okay.
I was just listening, man. This has been a great call. This is one for the record books here. My question is, Mr. Walker, if you really briefly describe how you manage, what systems do you have in place, and how do you manage? I was listening to you earlier, and you mentioned how overseas some people can't handle the environment shift and the change in the culture. What systems do you have in place, and how do you manage those relationships and keeping those guys encouraged or is it possible? And what do you recommend when we find brothers here who can't make the transition? You know, what can we learn from? Is it something, a system you got or something? How do you keep those guys going?
The guys that I play with overseas?
Yeah. Well,
the
just
guys
in general. If you see a teammate or you got somebody struggling to make an adjustment, how do you intervene?
Right. Okay. It's the lifestyle and everything over there for me. To answer your first question, it's easier for me because when I'm home, I really don't do much. I just eat, sleep, and drink basketball and work out and pray and spend time with my family. And so when I'm overseas, it's the same way because over there it's different. You know, we really don't see women like that. So we don't have time to be hanging out with the girls. We really don't see them physically low-key because they're covered all the way from gloves to socks to facial and everything. They're all in black. You can't really see them. And plus, they can't come down to our games. So it's different in that, too, as well. So when I talk to them, is they understand. You know, I kind of, like, grab them and just, you know, bring them in to, like, let them know, like, I'm not here to harm you. I'm here just like you are. They got a couple of slang because they listen to the rap music and stuff Americans do. But I just, you know, break it down to them softly. You know, sometimes, you know, overseas, I'm talking about, I got a guy that's on my team 50 years old. He's been around. You know, he got a lot going on. And this dude's on my team that's 16 years old in another country. I have to play with him. I have to understand and talk to him. So I break it down to him in different ways, but in an understanding way of you have to be patient. You know, right now you have to really understand, like, this is our time. This is the reason why we're doing this. You have to be mindful of what's going on. So it's all about just filling everybody out. You just want to, like my mom always say, think before you speak. So you really have to really feel people out before you just jump into conclusions because you never know what these people have going on behind closed doors.
Or do you think your work ethic give you that platform for them to listen to you, or what? How do you get them to listen to you?
It's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. Even when I'm doing something wrong, the coach yell at me, I can always yell back, but it's all about how you respond. It's about how you respond to them, and that's what they're going to be like, okay. In any matter of, I don't really show too much emotion unless it's something like we win an championship or it's a big win. But other than that, it's like I always stay well-mannered. I always stay disciplined. I always make sure that it's not just about me. You know, I always keep that in mind. It's not just about me because I got young guys looking at me and the older guys looking at me, too, as a leader because I'm coming from another country. When they look at American basketball players, they think we're Superman. So I have to keep that mindset pure and understand, like, I'm in a whole other country. I can't do much. I can't go nowhere. But the only freedom I have is playing basketball. So, of course, my work ethic.
Okay, well, that's great, man. Listen, I really enjoyed listening to you tonight. Sounds like you got a great framework in your system, the patience, discipline, and understanding. That's a great framework to use. I encourage you to continue to push it. It's a good movement. I think it's a movement that will tell your story and represent you, basketball, in the greatest of light. You've managed to achieve a lot of success, and I attribute your success to a person's ability to do what they need to do when they need to do it, whether they feel like it or not. And listening to you managed to do that. So, hey, kudos to you, man. Keep talking, be saying something.
Right. Hey, same here, man. You know, man, and I enjoy hearing you speak tonight, man. And you know, man, and I got your contact information, man, and I will be contacting you on a day-to-day basis, man. You know, just checking up on you, reaching out to you. You know, man. You know, like words of wisdom and everything like that, man.
Of course, man. It's all love, man. At the end of the day, you got to keep in mind, fellas. You know, if it's not for you, please pass the blessings on, man. Please pass the savings on. That's the part of being disciplined. It's like, okay, like the word pride. You got to put it to the side. If it's not for me and there's somebody you know that's sport that fit that characteristic job or whatever, pass it on.
That's true.
And that's very true, man. That was powerful. So you guys, so we need some guys. Like I say, invite some more guys to the call, and then if you see somebody out there, man, that you could think that would be willing to speak on this phone, and then they got value, they will add value, they got something to say, let me know, and we'll get them up and let them speak, because this is a platform for you young guys, man, to come and express yourself and impart into one another. That's what this platform for. That's why me and Lo here every week. That is Zero when Sharon runs. That's why we here each and every week, man. It's a platform for you guys to strengthen you guys. And so while you guys being strengthened, we're being strengthened as well. So that's what it's all about. Cause you all helping us just as much as we'll like to think that we're helping you all. And so we all, like I said earlier, we all need one another, man. And so once again, LeShard, that was powerful tonight, man. I really appreciate you coming and partnering to it, man. You definitely is an actioneer. An actioneer, being an actioneer, that's one of your greatest assets. When you see something you want, you go after it. You give it to all you got, man. You're taking action on it. That's called an actioneer. That's exactly what you are. And I'm proud of you, my brother. We can be able to help you in any kind of way, man. Please feel free and let us know. Because a person can't help you if they don't know what area you need help in. So that's what we're here for, to help one another. So that's the attitude that we want everybody on this broadcast to have. If you can do something to help one another, do it, man. Because that's what we all will serve. That's our job, to learn, earn, and return. We return, but when we learn and we earn, then we return it back into somebody that needs the help. And then once they get the help and get up, then that's their job, to learn, earn, and return it back. We got to continue to keep that cycle going, man. We got to get organized, our people, man. We got to. That's the bottom line. We got
yes,
to.
Sir.
Correct.
We can, we will, and we must. All right, then. With no further ado, man. Lo, you got any last words? You got for us? Any last word?
No, I'm good, man. Excellent call, man. Excellent call.
Okay, appreciate that. Who that?
Uncle Frank.
Who that?
This is Orlando.
Oh, what's going on, Orlando? Slip in on. What's going on, my brother?
Oh, yeah, I had to slip in on you. Awesome call, man. I'm so glad I got on tonight, man, and it's a great thing you're doing, as you always do. It's something great, man, to help speak positive and just motivate the youth and keep them on the right path, man. That's a great thing. And Mr. Walker, keep doing what you're doing, man, inspiring. And one thing I would say, I'll just add this little nugget to these young listeners on the call. Don't let no one paint your picture of your life or your dreams, because they'll paint it too small. So keep striving for greatness, and, hey, you'll reach there. You will only get to the top, but you'll get over the top. So just keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you, Uncle Frank. And I got your message the other day. I just was so busy and had a chance to get back at you.
Okay, that's not a problem, brother. I knew it. I always charge it to your head and not your heart, because I know you, man. I know what type of person you are.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. So I don't take that lightly. I'm a man. I'm not a wussy. I'm a man. Appreciate it, Orlando. Thanks for joining me. You come back and join us.
Yes, sir.
Are there anyone else? All right, Neshard.
Oh, Uncle Frank, I forgot to say this to you, brother. This Orlando still.
Okay.
I have my nephew on the call as well. He had to drop off, but he was so excited about this call, so he's going to be joining you guys every Monday night. So I had to share that with you too. So,
yeah. What's his name? So we know to look for his name.
Quintez Thompson.
Quintez
Thompson.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 28.
Oh, okay, awesome. And now that's great, man. We appreciate that. And also, guys, join us tomorrow, guys. For our Tuesday night call. It's a lot of there's no age limit on tomorrow night calls. So join us tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're not gonna have a speaker tomorrow night. We're just gonna do what they call a round robin. We just going to, just speak what's up on the mind. We're going to pretty much talk about some of the things that what are you thankful for, what are you grateful for, because that's what we got to start doing, more reflection. And where we got to look back and start being more thankful for some of the things, accomplishments and things that we done attained and achieved in life and what have you. We got to start giving more thanks for that. So if nothing else, just being thankful that we're not in the midst of that hurricane or nothing else, man. So we got a lot to be thankful for. So we're going to come together tomorrow and just we can hear more from more people when we don't have a speaker sometimes. We just like doing that every once in a while. Get a chance to hear from some people that don't never speak up or what have you. So tomorrow we just going to have just a round the table discussion, guys. So come back tomorrow night, Neshard and the rest of you guys, and Aaron and Chris and all those guys, man, on the same number, but tomorrow is 8 p.m. Every Tuesday is 8 p.m. So join us tomorrow if possible. Same number and the same time, same number, same code and everything. And so the short, I get you the playback number, the call, just in case, for you to listen to the replay. And I'm gonna throw the number out there anyway. The number is 515-739-1022, and that's 515-739-1022, and the same code 753-907 pound.
And that's a Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night, Tuesday night, correct. 8:00 tomorrow night. But the number I just gave, that's the replay number. What I just gave, that was the replay number for tonight call.
Okay.
Yeah, that would, and the replay should be up in probably about 30 minutes to an hour. But tomorrow night at 8:00, the same number that you call in on tonight, you call in on it tomorrow night, but it'll be 8:00 tomorrow night.
Gotcha.
But I'll send you a reminder anyway. I usually send out reminders now. All right, guys. Like I said, as the young folks used to say, it's been real. So once again, I really appreciate you guys and everyone that's on the call tonight, man. That's on the call that haven't said anything. I appreciate you. You don't have to say anything, but just come and just get your information, nothing else. We appreciate you just coming, being a part of call. In some opportunity time, God laid on your heart to share some of your experience with us. And so it's all right if you just want to listen. That's fine. We just pray and hope something was said that will help you. That's what it's all about. All right, so Sean, it's all you. You give us some last words, and you can close it out in prayer, man. It's all you. We appreciate you, man. You are outstanding. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll definitely be having you back again at some point as well. All right, it's all you, man. Go, go, go.
I appreciate Uncle Frank and everybody listening, man. That's it. That's pretty much all I had to say was stay put, man. You know, stay patient, stay understanding, and please stay disciplined. At the end of the day, they don't want to see us win, but it's up to you at the end of the day. So, and I'm just going ahead and just start up with the prayer, man, and I just want to thank God for the word fellowship, just for everybody just coming on board, just staying open-minded, keeping their hearts open, keeping their ears open and their mind wide, just to grasp on each and everybody's vibe, the atmosphere, and the way they bring their fruits to the table. And just, it's a blessing. God, I want to thank you from everybody's nationwide, coast to coast, everybody on the phone, from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. You know, I just want to let everybody know that it's possible. Don't ever lose hope. Ever lose hope. We see it on TV, so it got to be real. It can happen for you too. So I want to let everybody know that God is definitely watching you every day, all day. And stay mindful of where you be at. Stay mindful of who you talk to, who you be around. Even Jesus walked. Jesus can't just help the people that already got it. He helps people that don't got it to help them get it. You know, just stay mindful and love everybody. Stay lovable. Stay lovable. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, love all you guys. And Lo, we can continue praying your safe return home too, Lo.
All right.
Thank you, Frank.
I will see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.